So a lot of you guys have asked me, since I moved up to a size 8, can I still do double flips? Well, today we're gonna find out. All right, first try right there. So here's what I'm remembering so far. Foot positioning, my back foot is on the toe side right here on the tail. And I'm making sure that my foot is only on the ball of the foot like that, or like on the toes. And the reason for that, like I mentioned in my how to heel flip tutorial, which you can check out right here, when you place your back foot on the opposite side of your flicking direction, for kickflip, see how it leans that way slightly, and therefore makes it easier for me to grab it with my front foot. It's just the opposite of what I mentioned in the heel flip video, where if I pop this side, it leans this way, it makes it easier to catch it and flick it that way. Front foot for a double flip, I like to place it right behind the bolts, maybe a little bit closer to the edge here, the heel side edge. So if I place my front foot very close to the edge here, you can see the board will lean this way. So when I place my back foot on this side, it counterbalances. So when I place my foot more closer to the edge, it creates a faster flick. So this is the middle of the board, and the further away you get from the center, the more torque you can create. So think of a wrench, right? When a wrench is longer and your hand is near the end more, you can create more leverage. So same thing here. By being further away from the center of rotation, you can create more leverage. And then the flick direction, so I'm not flicking down. If I flick straight down, it's just gonna plop to the ground. You have to find a balance of enough lift and enough downward force to create enough spin and to have enough time to let that spin to happen. So for a regular kickflip, I'm just flicking off near the edge right here. When you grab the nose, you're lifting the board up and it creates enough lift. But what happens is, if you flick off the same place that you would normally for a kickflip, by the time it finishes the first rotation, it's gonna be leveled out. And by that time it continues to spin, it's gonna kind of dip down a little bit and it will go straight into the buttocks, which you do not want. This is where my normal kickflip is, right up here. This is where my nightmare flip is, but that's for another video. Double kickflip is somewhere in between, somewhere right here around this bulbousy area of the concave. So the further down you kick, the faster it spins, but the more rocket it goes. The further up you kick, the more leveled out it goes, but then it also spins a lot slower. So it's about trying to find that perfect spot somewhere around here. So what my front foot is doing is literally I'm just pointing with my toe, like bloop, bloop. I'm thinking of kicking through the concave, right? Rather than trying to lift the board up, I'm just thinking bloop. So the weight distribution, just like most tricks, I'm leaning forward because if I lean this way, when I land, I'll just slip out. I'm just anticipating the trick with my weight, and that just makes it a whole lot less scarier. So what I'm doing is I'm leaning this way towards the way I'm flicking, whoop, and I'm kind of leaning a little bit this way, and it just allows me to be over the board and see what's going on. And with the toe, I'm really flicking with my toe. I'm just giving it a nice bloop, not really so much of a where my foot is sideways and I'm kiaing. It really doesn't take that much. People will say like, just wait until you see the grip tape again to catch. The thing is, it happens so fast that I don't really think that's like humanly possible. What I think it comes down to is just timing and just like, it's your muscle memory, just getting used to it, knowing how long after the flick you have to catch it. And another thing is to just keep your eye on where you want to flick and keep your shoulders open, because with the back foot on the toe side, it's really easy to kind of go backside flip by accident. So I do find that if I work on the double flip a lot, that I seem to like lose my single flips. So what I want to try to work on is try to think of them as two completely different tricks, just to keep regular kickflips into my muscle memory. I want to try to land at least one good one today.